So Zoe's going to tell the story of George Washington.
Yes, and Abraham Lincoln's, because those are two stories that I love. So George Washington decided. So the England king decided that his country was too small. He removed the flag of England and started to send ships over to find a new country. And then they found a country that they thought had no villagers in it, but it did. And then once they found there was villagers, they started to give out choices. And they always say clean it because the other choices would always be death. So they paid money. They had to pay money, lots of it. They had to pay money to do their choice. And soon, the England king was the richest king in the world, like he wanted to be the richest king in the world. But then, suddenly, George Washington found out he was somebody from a different country, a brand new country. He wasn't from America. He was from a different country. He decided to stay at this country forever until he dies. So he did that. But once he found out the England king was stealing money from them to give them choices of death or cleaning, his own palace he brought to this kingdom. He was very rich, the richest king in the world. Again, he was that rich. And George Washington did not like this at all. So he decided to stop this now. He wanted every villager to have their own place in the heart of every country. So he decided to start a battle against the England king's forces, against his battle force. He decided that he needed an army. So he got tons of men and women to join his battle force and start battling against the England king's forces. And the England forces lost. And the battle ended with England going back to their place. And he gave back all the money he stole. George Washington turned into the president because everybody voted to say, I want George Washington to be our president as long as he can. But soon, he has been in there for 8 years. He was getting very old. He decided that he had to leave the White House. Everybody was upset, angry, and mad. They wanted George Washington to stay the president forever. And that was pretty much true.
And that's the story of George Washington. No, oh, there's more?
And I'm also going to tell you Abraham Lincoln.
Well, let's stop there for George Washington.